You can increase your strength more quickly with only 2 days a week. Here's a simple technique that can help you increase strength with only 2 sessions per week. And that's important because so many of us 50-plussers have a difficult time fitting strength building activities into our busy lives. So let's get the most out of your time while increasing the muscle building effectiveness of the exercises you do. Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70-plus host for our Loving 50-plus channel. And I've been involved in strength training since, the late 1960s, and first worked at a big city health club in the 1970s. And since then, what I enjoy, what my passion is, working with nice folks from all walks of life, from beginners to athletes, in strengthening their bodies. Now, I've tried just about every conceivable method to become stronger, except, of course, PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, steroids, human growth hormones. I never did, never will. I'm about as natural as you can get. Except when I get a taste for fried chicken or pizza or those wonderful Chicago hot dogs, obviously without ketchup, I did say natural. When we strength train, we put most of our effort into getting back to the starting position of the exercise. Like if you're doing a push-up, you get back to the arms extended portion quickly. When you're squatting, you go down and stand right back up. It's the going up, pushing the weight, or pulling it like in a back row that we put in the effort. But studies show that we can greatly increase the effectiveness of the exercises by focusing on eccentric movement. Eccentric movement involves the lengthening of the muscle. So the eccentric part of your squat is when you're going down. The eccentric part of your push-ups or counter push-ups are when you're going down. Bicep curls, when you're going down. Calf exercises, it's a downward motion when the effective muscle lengthens. Now, when I work out, my eccentric portions of any exercise are always maybe a second or so slower than the upward movements. So with push-ups or bench press, whether barbell or dumbbell benches, I push up with a count of 1, and then I lower with a count of 2. 1, 2. I push up, count of 1, down, 1, 2. Every so often, I'll accentuate the eccentric portion, the lowering. So, I go up with the count of 1 and then lower my body or the barbell or the dumbbell 4. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on squats. I'll go up 1 and then down 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at some of those. But first, you know what I'm going to say. Always check with your doctor before starting any exercise program. We're all different. We all have different issues. Check with your doc first. Let's start with our basic exercises. We're all familiar with our squats by now. And some of us have been doing them for a while, and we're doing weighted squats, holding dumbbells at each side for added resistance. But one of our basic tenets at Loving 50 Plus is when starting a new activity or exercise, start light, start slow. So even if you've been doing weighted squats, we're going to start these eccentric squats with just your body weight and a sturdy chair. Our famous sturdy chair. Okay, feet shoulder width apart. We do our normal squat comfortably. You want to start out, you're not going down all the way. The chair is here, so you don't want to do the flop. You don't want to get hurt. You squat down with a count of 2. 1, 2, and stand up. Down with a 2 count. 1, 2, and up. Down with a 2 count. 1, 2, and up. Now you can fold your hands here. You can wave them over your head. You can put them all up. Just remember what you're doing. Your basic squat is you're just going down and up. So after you've done the 2 count down for a while on your eccentric portion, let's accentuate the eccentric with a count of 4. So you're standing in your squat position. You're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. You don't have to jam up. You just stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand up. One thing you're going to notice too, going down that slow, it actually takes a little bit of balance. You got to concentrate But that's what you do when you exercise. You want the most out of it. You focus and concentrate. All right, now for push-ups or dumbbell bench press, whatever you're into, we start with a 2 count. So we can build up to 3 count, then 4 count eccentric. So you're up, you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. That works your chest so much, but this allows us to avoid what we call the politician push-up. You know those shallow half push-ups you see politicians doing like they're really doing something? You get the most out of every push-up repetition with full range of motion movement. You know, back in the 1960s, I got into push-ups. Kind of started out doing push-ups like that. And after some time, you get to the point you can crank out a couple of hundred. But I wanted to increase muscle strength, so I graduated to bench press and dumbbell bench for added resistance. Even now I'll do some push-ups, but it's just as a chest warm-up. Now for some of our exercises, even for the smaller muscle groups, eccentric like shoulder presses, they can be a little tough at first. And some of us have shoulder issues, have a little pain. If you do, stop, see your doctor. Don't live with pain. But if no discomfort and you've been doing them for a while, you could start with just your arm weight. All you're doing is pressing your arms up, then slowly lower for a 2 count. Press them up, slowly lower for a 2 count. Press them up, slowly lower for a 3 count. Up, 1, 2, 3. Up, 1, 2, 3. For biceps curls, the eccentric portion is lowering the dumbbell. So curl it up, slowly down, 1, 2. Curl it up, slowly down, 1, 2. Curl it up, slowly down, 1, 2, 3. Curl it up, slow, 1, 2, 3. Don't get to the point though that you want to get to a 4 count by going curl it up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Curl it up, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to work here, my friend. Nice and slow on the way down. That's the whole deal here. Now some say you can achieve the same strength benefits from 1 session per week as 2 sessions per week. You know, from my experience, that could hold true for people that are, unexercised. They haven't really done anything before. They're kind of starting out. Anything you're going to do is going to get you down the road to strength. But if you start out with, say, 2 sets of 8 repetitions of bicep curls with a 1 pound weight, you could be careful on your form and nice and slow curls, and over a couple of weeks you increase to 2 sets of 10 repetitions with the 1 pound weight. Well, when that becomes doable, it comes pretty easy with good form. For your next session, say you increase the weight to 2 pounds for 2 sets of 8 reps, then 2 pounds for 2 sets of 10 reps. You've effectively increased the weight by 100%, right? But a lot of my studies and my own experience indicates 2 sessions of strength building activities per week reaps the most benefits. Now, thanks for watching our Loving 50 Plus channel. If you found some help here, please click subscribe. If you have a minute, leave a comment. The whole idea here is to find out what you want for your body, and that's what I'll do the videos on. Just let me know. I'm Kevin, your host. See you in our next video, and please take care of yourself.